Sure. Always check that the mic, make sure the volume was blank.
How's it sound now?
That's on. All right. Shalom Israel, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Thumb to all brothers, Yahweh Shemar Thumb Hashem Yahshua to all sisters, preaching officer 1000s RY. I got with me officer in the car. All right. And we got preaching officer Habor on the Shamar.
Yep.
Once again, like, share, subscribe, type in all questions. And with that, we're going to go ahead and get straight into it. We're running a little late. So we're going to go ahead and send up these prayers. We're going to call up our first brother. All right. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, don't sweat. With that, I'm imagine the men up here. And as you come in, press that like button, man. All right, share the class. And you have any questions, type them in. Lord allow, we get to them. All right. All right. Go ahead and state your registry.
Thumb Yad Ban Yahawada Ban Yasharab.
Matam Yad Ban Yahawada Ban Yasharab.
And you'll salute both of us.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barakatah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barakatah. All right. Come on up.
Quick reminder, whenever you salute the brothers, there's a barakathum. Yeah, it's all good. No, I'm just saying for the people out there, a lot of people know the greeting.
If you don't mind, Baba Kashar, if you could hit the horn, no problem. All right. You turn to me. Take it with that hand. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barakatah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barakatah.
And then you hold it out to the class and say La Yashrab,
La Yasharab.
which means to Israel. All right, we'll sign Christ. Go ahead and hit that horn again. And help your brother with the scroll.
I held it wrong last time. I felt like this.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, with that, imagine everybody. Wapam Wakudam, which means turn and face the east. All right, we're going to send up these prayers first in the Hebrew and then in the English. All right. So the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew, Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakut Ka, Tabaha, Ratzaka, Hayah, Aisha, Baharatza, Kavod, Hayah, Bashemayim, Latanganawa, Lakam, Ka, Yawom, Wasalak now, Kabuat now, Kasalak now, Kabuati now, Wala, Tabiai now, Banasai Won, Abo, Awashai now, Mayon, Rad, Kaya, Laka, Amalakwa, Waha'ala, Watapara, Lawalonium, Amon.
Lord, pray in English. Our Father,
Our
which art in heaven,
Father,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done
in earth
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
Forgive us our debts.
Forgive us our debts.
We forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
Lead us not
Lead us not
into temptation.
But
deliver us
from evil.
Thine is the kingdom,
And the power and the glory
forever.
So be it. The prayer for the power, the Hakak in Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Baba Kashar, Latanganawa, Hakak, Rapa'al, Kamakala, Wakamaruwa, Hakak, Lataho, Hamatazarang, Hakak, Lahakim, Hamatim, Hakak, Arakwa, Atamala, Agarshan, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Tawaraman.
The prayer for the power In English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua.
Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
Power to heal.
Power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of disease.
All manner of disease.
Power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean spirits.
Cast them out.
Cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. The prayer to bless Israel. In the Hebrew, Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua, Barak Lanawa, Wa Yashrala, Wahabayah, Sapori, Barak, Hashem Yahushua, Wadaraman.
All right. This is the prayer to bless Israel in English. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua.
Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua.
Bless us.
Bless us.
Israel.
And Israel.
The school.
And the school.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. The prayer for the blessings in the Hebrew. Barak atah Yahweh. Wa Yahushua. Wa Mayakala. Wa Lahayim. Matazbayah. Alawap Yohanna. Alawapyum. Asaranyum. Akatazayanyum. Akayaganyum. Wa Akwatyum. Yahweh. Hashem Yahushua. Wadaraman.
All right, this is a prayer for the blessings in English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahushua.
And Yahushua.
And Michael.
And Michael.
The angels.
And the angels.
Commander Gen.YAHANNA.
Commander Gen.YAHANNA.
The generals.
The generals.
Captains.
Captains.
Officers.
Officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Psalm 121 in the Hebrew. I.S.U.P.K. I.S.U.P.K. Ahorim. Ma'ayan. Yaba'ah. Exorius. Ma'ayin. Yahweh. I.S.U.P.K. Shamayam. Al-Yatan. Lamawat. Regalka. Al-Yanawam. Shamarka. Hana. La'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yayashan. Shalmor. Yashrala. Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh. Tazalka. Alyad. Yamyanka. Yawamam. Hashamash. La'ah. Yakaika. Wayrak. Balayala. Yahweh. Yashmorka. Makarai. Yashmor. Afnapashka. Yahweh. Yashmor. Tazathka. Abuaika. My dove. Why? Abulam.
It's 120, Psalms 121 in English. I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
I lift up my eyes into the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence comes my help?
My help cometh from the Lord.
My help comes from the Lord,
Which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth
will
thee
not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall not slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee thy day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out,
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in,
and thy coming in.
from this time forth,
From this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
Somebody said, I know it's cold outside. Can you brother?
Yeah, you can get it for. What? Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayom.
Alahayom.
Aldam Yalaka.
Adonai.
Aldakarash.
Adakarash.
Wa'atashikwa.
Adashakwa.
Al.
Al.
Kayahana.
Ayarana.
Abiyabyaka.
Ayamika.
Yahama.
Yama.
Yawan.
Yawum.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
A'imaka.
Anika.
Yariyamwa.
Ayamwa.
Sawada.
Sauda.
Wayatha.
Wayaka.
Ya'itazawu.
Ayatazawo.
Atazapawanyaka.
Ayatazawoyaka.
Amoraba.
Amorwa.
Lakawa.
Akawa.
Manakakida.
Kakida.
Magalia.
Galia.
Wala'a.
Wa'a.
Yazako.
Yashakwa.
Sham Yashrala.
Shamyasha.
Awada.
Awada.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa'a Tazawo.
Ayatazawo.
Laba.
Ba.
Yakad. Al-Yaka.
I.S.U.P.K.
Shalaki. Lakawa. Manakakidam. Magalia. Wala'a. Yazakor. Sham Yashral. Iwada. Kaya. Lawai Tazawad. Laba. Yakadwa. Alika. Barya. Yakaratwa. Aliyah. Adawam. Bayashmai. Aliyam. Mawaba. Wagori. Gabal. Wamawan. Wamalak. Palashat. Amishabia. Tazawud. Gamashawud. Nalawa. Imam. Ayawa. Zorawai. Nabanilawat. Salah. Aisha. Laham. Kamadian. Kasaya. Sarah. Kayabian. Banako. Bayashwan. Nashamadwa. Bayan. Dalara. Ayawa. Daman. Ladatma. Shaitamwa. Nada. Yamawa. Kara. Kazabak. Kazamanai. Kaunasiakamwa. Ashor. Amorwa. Nayurasha. Lanawa. Nawa. Alhayam. Alhayab. Shaitamwa. Kagawgala. Kakwach. Lapanuraka. Ka'ash. Kabaira Yarwa. Kalaba. Talahat. Arium. Khan. Dardatma. Basairaka. Babasa. Wapatka. Tabahalam. Malaa. Anyaham. Kalawun. Waibakoshwa. Shamka. Yahawa. Yabashwa. Waibahawa. Wajaid. Waikaparwa. Wayabadwa. Wadaiwa. Kayata. Shamka. Yahawa. Abadka. Aliyawun. Kaharataza.
This is Psalms, the 83rd chapter in English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
Be not still, O Yahweh.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
For lo,
lo,
thy enemies make a tumble.
Thy enemies make a tumble.
They that hate thee,
They that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
Have taken crafty counsel
And taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
against thy people.
Consulted against thy hidden ones.
And
Consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
let us cut them off.
Let us cut them off
From being a nation.
from being a nation.
In the name of Israel.
that the name of Israel
No more remembrance.
Making no more remembrance.
They have consulted together
That have consulted together
with one consent.
with
with
one
one
consent.
consent.
They confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
Tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
Moab.
Of Moab.
Hagarenes.
Hagarenes.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Ammon.
And Ammon.
Amalek.
And Amalek.
Philistines.
The Philistines.
The inhabitants of Tyre.
With
The inhabitants of Tyre.
Shall also join with them.
The shores also join with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They are
Hope
home
the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Doing unto them.
Do unto them
As to the Midianites.
as to the Midianites,
As to Sisera.
as to Sisera,
As to Jabin.
as to Jabin,
The brook of Kishon.
at
the
the
brook of
brook of
Kishon,
Kishon.
Perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
It became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like a red.
Make
Make
their
their nobles like a red,
Like the air.
and like the air.
Yea.
Yea.
All their princes.
all their princes,
As a Ba.
as a Ba,
And as Amunah.
and as Amunah,
Who said.
who said,
Let us take to ourselves.
let's take to ourselves
The houses of Yahweh.
the house of Yahweh
In possession.
in possession.
Oh my power.
Oh my power,
Make them like a will.
Make them like a will.
As the stumble before the wind.
As the
stumble
stumble
before the wind.
As the fire burning for wood.
as a fire burneth the wood,
And as a flame set in the mountains on fire.
and as a flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them.
So persecute them
With thy tempest.
with thy tempest.
Make them afraid.
And make them afraid
With thy storm.
with thy sword.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
That they may see thy name.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded
In trouble.
In trouble
Forever.
forever.
Yea.
Yea,
Let them be put to shame.
Let
And
them
let
be
me
put
put to
shame.
shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thou.
That thou.
Whose
Whose
name
name
alone
Is
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
The Most High.
Are the Most High.
Over
all the earth. That's Sar, which means to turn. Shabia, which means to be seated. All right. We're back in the book of Genesis. Where'd y'all leave off last week?
Shalom.
Hey, Shalom, what's going on?
Shalom.
Sign Christ. All right. Where were y'all last week, Nicole?
41.
Shalom, your brothers and some snacks, some sodas back there.
Oh, wow, sis, we appreciate it. I'm sign Christ.
We was at 41 and 14.
All right.
I think this we was right where Pharaoh was Pharaoh came to him. The chief baker got hung.
Oh, okay.
So I think we was at 14.
All right.
Shalom to everybody tuning in. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. You know what it is, man. It's I.S.U.P.K. I'm the commander GEN.YAHANNA. I'm the Christ and the Most High. Just make sure that you are at the Passover this year. 54th annual Passover will be in Raleigh, North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be there live in effect. We got so much things going on the week of the Passover. You don't want to miss it. Check in with the I.S.U.P.K. Figure out if you got any questions, man, just type in I.S.U.P.K. You'll go to our website, you get the number to whatever city you closest to. Contact any brother in the school, they give you whatever information you need, but make sure that you're there. It's the order, from the Most High that you celebrate the Passover. You can't sit back and be like, I'm gonna just fall back, I ain't gonna do it. No, man, tap in, you know what I mean? I guess anybody got any questions?
You got a question, Moore?
No, I got the precept, Exodus 23 and 14.
Can you get it?
Go ahead.
This is 23 and 14. Thank you.
To 17.
Exodus chapter 23, verse 14. 3 times thou shalt keep a feast unto me in the year. And
Keep going.
verse 15, thou shalt keep the feast of unleavened bread.
So you want to break it down, sir?
Yeah, Feast of Unleavened Bread, you gotta understand, is when you gotta take all 11 out your house. Of course, why not anything with yeast? Why not beer? Because beer, the yeast in the beer and the alcohol doesn't have the leavening effect.
Yeah, it did.
It's inert.
Yeah.
So,
So that's why you can still drink beer, but anything with yeast, all the snacks and breads and stuff, gotta come out your house for the 7 days. You understand? That's what sets us apart, from being like these Christians. Every Christian holiday, like what's coming up? What's that holiday coming up? Valentine's Day. There you go. The what? It's always about them. What are they gonna get? How are they gonna be? How much praise are they gonna get? What gifts are they gonna get? But you understand, when is it ever time to give back to the Lord? You understand? And the Feast of Unleavened Bread is one of those high holy days. Those feast days during the time of Passover, where we give back to the Lord. We take out all 11 of our house. All right. So that's the Feast of Unleavened Bread. All 11, you gotta check your cereals. You gotta have a piece of a piece of unleavened bread every day. All right. Select. Go ahead.
Thou shalt eat unleavened bread 7 days, as I commanded thee, in the time appointed of the month of Abib. For in it thou camest out from Egypt, and none shall appear before me empty.
All right, that's what I had said right there, that you gotta eat the unleavened bread every day of the feast. All right, keep going.
And the feast of harvest, the first fruits of thy labors, which thou hast sown in the field, and the feast of ingathering, which is the end of the year, when thou hast gathered in thy labors out of the field. Verse 17.
You can go.
3 times in the year all thy males shall appear before the Lord God. Verse
All
8.
That's what. Yeah. So we see the feast of unleavened bread, and of course the Passover is during that time. You understand? And like Officer Nakar said, all Black and Hispanic and Native American Indian people should be at the Passover. Raleigh, North Carolina. All right, at the convention center, right? Be there.
Downtown.
All right, downtown convention center. Be there. All right. With that,
Can I say something real quick?
yeah, you got it.
This has been on my brain for a week. And I wish anybody that's a parent watching this, we all adults, be very careful, man, with what you install in your children. I seen this post. It's about Amber Rose. Now, Kevin Contazal just recently, somebody at the door. So recently, like right now, the hot topic is the battle of the sexes, right? Men versus women, blah, 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 right? Times is messed up, clear, right? So UPK stance, we like, well, if you're going to be so freely with your body, you know what's going to eventually happen to your children? Your children is going to think that that's fine. Like, think about it. I talk about my generation, right? So my generation, the generation before us, smoking weed in the streets, right? Selling drugs, stuff like that. So now we see them do it, right? We had the Lil Waynes and all that was going on. So we had the Lil Waynes and all that. We got the parents. Sometimes the parents wasn't home, boom, boom. So like bad habits can be passed down the same way good habits can be passed down. So their sister, Amber Rose, she, I think she's like a generation before me, right? She's the type of sister that is fine with, she does the whole slut walk thing, right? The whole march where like it's a whole parade of women and men and all types of abominational people just walking on the strip and just saying, I'm proud of being a slut, F that baby, whatever, right? So she's a parent. Got a young son by Wiz Khalifa, who was a known drug addict. The son goes to school. I'm gonna tell you what she told her son to tell them. So the people in his class questioned him about his mom being on OnlyFans, right? This is what she told him to tell the kids. Let women do what they need to do to support their families. Mommy has to make money.
It ain't never mommy has to make biscuits. You know, it ain't never that.
Yeah, like she go on public platforms and like she's lucky that she wasn't sitting down with me. She a well-known street rapper gangster go by the name Murder Mook. Yeah. He told her like, yo, y'all females don't got no talent. Y'all worthless. And guys is putting y'all in position. They the dummies. Because men should be putting women like you in position. You dig what I'm saying? They should be men should be putting women like an I.S.U.P.K in position because they dignify. When y'all brothers is out gaming, getting women, I know y'all got all the talk. I know y'all got the game. Look, Chris over here laughing. You know what I mean? He put on one of his songs. He like, yeah, you know that's weak. You know what I mean? Just know, you really want.
Yeah, that ain't Chris no more.
Dang, Chris, right?
He ain't Chris no more.
Oh, Salaga. Salaga. Like, that's why he's looking at me like, what you call me? So, but here's the thing. So, when you are trying to get a wife, right? You're trying to get a woman of your own. Ask yourself, can this woman really raise up dignified young ladies? If she's qualified, can my child look up to her? Like, think about it, like, you got a daughter with a whore, what you think gonna happen?
Or somebody's ringing the bell.
Yeah. What you think gonna happen? Your daughter, everybody done seen the little girl twerking on the internet. They doing it because they see their mom doing it. So if you go say, I don't want a 1West sister, I don't want that sister that can be a 1West sister. You know what I'm saying? If I clean her up, boom. I want Keisha fresh off the block. Prepare for your child. Prepare for your daughter to be twerking. Prepare for it. Prepare for child support. You know what I'm saying? Prepare when you go get another wife. She's gonna go get her lick back. I pray y'all understand what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? She gonna get her lick back. If y'all don't know what that means, that means that, hey, what's going on? She gonna get her lick back, meaning that she's gonna go have sex with another man. Because that's going to fulfill her of you sleeping with, another woman and making that your wife. You dig what I'm saying? So just be wise, man. Cause like I gotta say this, sir, because like a lot of us brothers we fall from them traps. Like don't think carnally when it comes to getting a wife or a husband. Really think spiritually. You know what I'm saying? And sisters, yeah, when y'all know this truth, y'all know the burden it is. It's a burden. It's a burden because it's like, all right, a man got his rules, the things that he's able to do. Y'all got what y'all got going on. That's why it's good to really make a brother wait. That's the game. I'm getting y'all from the game right now. You know what I mean? And you brothers, be wise, man. I know a lot of brothers, they come in, I can have more than one wife? What? Are they about to, what? Hotline blinging, you know what I'm saying? But are you willing? First off, are you going to make sure that you ain't just thinking carnally? I get my point, like, don't think carnally. Get counseling. We might tell you no. I tell a lot of brothers no. I be like, you need some more, get some rank or something, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold it up, but I just had to bring that out because it's very, black families are under attack. A lot of it has been brought into the white man's agenda, especially our sisters. It's a sad thing. You know what I'm saying? You go on Instagram right now, you're gonna see nothing but butt cheeks and cleavage. Everything. You're gonna see everything. You're gonna see brothers getting high, going to strip clubs. You understand? Got guns all in the pictures and talking gang with a ski mask and all of that. That's binding to the white man's agenda. So when you trying to go pick somebody for yourself, that social media can show you what they really about sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like we done brought so far into the white man's agenda that instead of coming to Commander GEN.YAHANNA and these generals, they'd rather go to the court system and go put their man on child support. They'd rather go to the court system to settle out a custody battle instead of just going to General Hyman and let him weigh the matters and give his judgment.
So you call that the easy way out. Call it the easy way out.
It's not even an easy way out. I wouldn't even call it the easy way out. The easy way out is through General Hyman. I'm trying to tell you, it's easier to do that because, see, the thing is, this is why I say it's not because, and I'm just saying it for right here. When you go to the courts, it draws a wedge.
Yo, come on.
It draws a wedge between the family, right? It draws a wedge, like in a way you're right, as I'm thinking about it, but it draws a wedge between the family. Like you put that man on child support. Sometimes they might be like, you know what? All right, you take your money, boom, boom. I ain't dealing with it. You take that money, whatever. You know what I'm saying? The child start to resent the mother at one point in time. Like it's issues because I know this personally. The parent would downplay the other parent. I had that happen to me. Now, of course, she a changed creature now. Back then, I think that was foul. I got a little older. I started to resent my mother. I'm like, yo, you told me my dad was this, my dad was that. Instead of they could have just came to Commander GEN.YAHANNA and got it solved.
The reason why I say it's the easy way out because these females, they don't want to fight to stay in a relationship anymore.
You're right. And that's why I said I was leaning more on you was correct. So you definitely right. It is the easy way out. But yo, General Hyman he's not going to bite your head off. It's easier because through the court system, you get lost in it. A lot of sisters, and this is why I tell brothers, don't think carnal when you trying to gain a woman. Because like last night, I was on the phone with my brother, and it was two sisters. They walked past, nice, but like I didn't like the fact that she was all in my mouth while I'm on the phone. Like, you don't know me from a can of paint. She all like this. Like they got quiet. She just looking at both of them, looking at me. I'm looking at her like I got kind of like, why do my conversation? Keep it moving. Whatever. I don't care if she like me or not. It's about how you carry yourself. Now, me, I'm real cautious. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. Stay out of my damn business. You know what I'm saying? Stay in your lane, I stay in mine. You know what I mean? Y'all got extra quiet with just looking at me. I wasn't even looking at y'all. I just look over. Y'all just in my fucking conversation. It's a lot of language, but it's just like you want to really be cautious. That's how cautious I am. I'm scared. Okay, I'm scared of child support. I don't want that. I'm had to lawyer up. I lawyer up. I'm going in there with suits and ties and he's a racist. They ain't gonna care about that. They gonna see that lawyer. So what I'm saying is like, General Hyman is going to make sure that you straight. You know what I'm saying? And sisters in the I.S.U.P.K, let me tell y'all something. Like, sometimes you fall weak. Don't ever think that you can put your man on child support. Don't think that. And no time. Don't think that you're going to go to the courts. You know what I'm saying? You in that relationship, and you going down to the courts. You know what I'm saying? Your man is in the U.P.K. You think that you're going to go down to the courts and try to get a custody back. You're out of the school. Brothers too. Because you ain't take it to the generals. That's how serious it is in here. Like, when you see officer of war, myself, we priests. We are the lawgivers. You know what I'm saying? That's why you look at the tribe of Levi. What you see in the tribe of Levi? They didn't have no inheritance because they was amongst us enforcing the law. You know what I'm saying? So just know, like, when you out and about, sidebar, taking away, moving off from, marriage and children and stuff like that, issues with that. When you are among the world, you can't lay down the law. You can't put nobody to death. Unfortunately. I was gonna put my blood, my sword would have been bloody, you know what I'm saying? Hey, how many bodies you got? I don't know, just keep coming and coming. You know what I'm saying? That's the life of the priest. But we don't have that authority because Christ gave the order. So now, what we do, we be the lights. You understand? To the world. So what that is, your homies might come to you, a sister might come to you, asking you certain questions and have a certain conversation with you. Always give them the right advice. If you know that guy ain't trash, if you know that guy is trash, like, says, I don't think you should do that. You need to think about the bigger picture here. You couldn't be pregnant by this guy. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't be a scumbag. Your homies, vice versa. Right? You always give good advice. Lead by example. If you see them smoking or something like that, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, I'm gonna land. They riding around with dirty guns in the car, get out. They got work in the car, get out. Why? Because you gotta show them, I don't condone that. Homeboy beating on this girl, yo, man, you need to break it up, or you need to do it. You know what I'm saying? Tell them you out of pocket, you acting emotional. You need to step away from that type of brother. You know what I'm saying? Give them some counsel, give them some love from afar. Because in here, we are the lawgivers. Can't be hypocrites like these other cats out here, and
That whole do as I say, not as I do.
yeah,
You can't do that.
yeah, at all.
Pharisees and Sadducees was doing that.
Yeah,
Can't do that though.
yeah, facts, man. Love your people by deed, not by your mouth. Loving people by your mouth, you're gonna sound like a Christian pastor. you're gonna sound like a pastor, and you're gonna be taking their money and buying jets. You don't want to do that. You want to give them the real spill. And really, in today's time, they need us heavily. They need you. They need you. They need you. You know what I'm saying? They need you, sir. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, I need you, sis. They need you. They need you. You know what I'm saying? They need all of us. That's why we gotta shine our light. Can somebody get that? And Matthew the 13th, I think it's 7 and 13. Can't.
Yeah, you could clip it about 11 or 11:15.
Matthew chapter 7, verse 13. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate.
Yeah, bro. So you gotta enter into that straight gate, right? So that's what every brother and sister need to know in the school. That you are supposed to be in that straight gate. You know what I'm saying? Be in that straight gate. You're a leader. When you in here, brother or sister, you are a leader. You know what I'm saying? Like my wife she was like, yo, they was talking about how her energy is different. Like she works in Philly, mind you, she is not from Philly. This is a whole different ball game. Look, she laughing because it's a whole different ball game in Philly. When my wife understanding her position, she brings positivity. She brings righteousness. She let her light shine. They told her supervisors like, yo, I love your smile. You always in high spirits. You know what I'm saying? They see her coming there with the garments on, and, you know what I mean, hair wraps and stuff like that. They see that she don't do the things that everybody else do. That's how we gotta move. And when you walk through that straight gate, like all of us want to get our homies and homegirls from out of the world, right? Me and you, we talk about your Twine all the time. You know what I'm saying? We'd love to see Twine in here. You dig what I'm saying? Like we'd love to see like our homeboys that on the verge of dying or, you know, being arrested. You know what I'm saying? In here, we want to see us women and our families in here. Well, how you gotta do it is you gotta enter through that straight gate. Keep reading.
And broad is the way.
Broad is the way, like they are in a broad way. You know what I'm saying? They like that whole the world is a very broad way. And it's a snare. Think about people know that the pills out here is fake. But they still going to purchase pills, regardless. You know what I'm saying? The weed some of it been hit with fentanyl. They still going to do it. Gaming. These guys know that the dope is going to destroy their life. They see it amongst their peers out there. Everybody all like this, and nobody got a house to go to, and y'all in the street. They poop outside. They see all that and they don't care because the way of the world is very broad. Keep going.
That leadeth to destruction.
That leads to what?
Destruction.
We did Chile and Philly Kempton Allegheny. What was it?
Destruction.
Destruction. They destroyed themselves, man. And it's a lot of people that's in Philly that's trying to help them out there. Right? I got a old head named Lane, Soldiers for Recovery. I don't know if y'all might have seen him on Instagram. B McFly, 2 old heads I know. They try to help the brothers and sisters that's in that area and all over from stop being drug abusers, right? Because once they get off of them drugs, just hopefully they can understand what the Lord is really saying. You dig what I'm saying in these scriptures? It's like, drugs is a snare. It's a pacifier to your wounds that you never really get healed. Keep going.
And many there be which go in thereafter.
It was a scripture. I think it's 5 and 17. Go to verse 13. 5 and 13.
Matthew chapter 5, verse 13. Ye are the salt of the earth.
We are the salt of the earth. I'm pretty sure everybody heard that one, right? We the salt of the earth. Who can fight better than Mexicans? Who can fight better than the Judites and the Benjamites and the Levites? You know what I'm saying? When everybody is afraid of, the Mexicans getting into UFC, because they know Mexicans fight. You know what I'm saying, sir? Hey, them white boys be scared. Because one, Mexicans is just strong, period. You know what I'm saying? All the work that they didn't have to do growing up, you know what I'm saying? Eating them good behind organic diets with the starch and all of that, and you know what I'm saying? That adds some weight to your punch. You dig what I'm saying? They are afraid. Salt of the earth. Look at what sisters have accomplished during slavery and after. You know what I'm saying? Like, you look at that list of what women's made the first GPS. I think the alarm system came from a woman. The hair products that white people take today came from black women. Madam C.J. Walker, they Madam C.J. Walker got millions of dollars. Now I keep hearing the conspiracy that she was a pimp. I'm not talking about that. I don't know, but man, she got money. Came from down south. You know what I mean? Having to go against the whole American women can't be entrepreneurs and all of that, and you got to be light skinned to be the face of a product, and even had to go against Uncle Tom's. She overcame all of that and became a self-made millionaire, and now her family's still making money. But the thing is, with all that salt, keep going.
But if the salt have lost its savor,
Now, if I could, real quick, the deeper part of that is that not only are we the salt of the earth in that fashion, but the Lord gave us His law, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
That's what makes us the salt of the earth.
Right.
Understand? Given the law, statutes, and commandments, what makes us set apart from everybody else.
Right.
When everybody else is doing the same thing, like celebrating Valentine's Day, we're not, and we're teaching people not to. That's what makes like the scriptures that says that because you're lukewarm, I will spew you out of my mouth. But given that salt to the people makes it more digestible, you understand? Which makes you more appealing to God by teaching people His law, statutes, and commandments. All right, keep going.
wherewith shall it be salted?
Read it again.
Okay. Matthew chapter 5, verse 13. You are the salt of the earth. But if the salt have lost its savor,
If we lose that true salt, which is our heritage, our inheritance from the Lord, is Him giving us the law, statutes, and commandments. If we lose that, go ahead.
wherewith shall it be salted?
We're just bland like everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
We're just ordinary, bland beast of the field like everybody else, like every other nation of people. You understand? Us living in our heritage, being the salt of the earth. What's that scripture, Nakar? It says, what kind of people have God so nigh unto them that we should be an example to the world, that the people would know, man, God is definitely with these people. You understand?
I think that's Deuteronomy 4:6.
4 and 6.
Yeah.
You want to grab it? Yeah, go ahead. We got a little couple minutes. We're gonna end it with that.
4:6.
Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 6. Keep therefore and do them.
That's what the salt is.
Yeah.
Keep therefore and do them. Right? Of course, God blesses us with all our talents because we are the salt of the earth in that fashion too. Like the scripture says that these scriptures are manifold. You understand? We are the salt of the earth because we give the earth flavor. You understand? But also the salt of the earth because the Lord gave us His law, statutes, and commandments. The Lord gave that to us to be better than everybody else. Basically, go ahead.
For this is your wisdom and your understanding.
That's the salt right there. Is that these scriptures, these law, statutes, and commandments is our wisdom to understand, right? The Lord said that He gave these laws to us, right? Happy shall we be. That's in Ecclesiasticus, right? Or is in Baruch. Happy shall we be, right? Because He is given the ways to please Him known unto us. Go ahead.
In the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes, and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
That's the salt of the earth right there. That's what we're supposed to be, not being, idiots fighting on the Grammys backstage. You understand? People will look at us, doing that, and they're like, look at them, Go ahead.
If I could, like the whole thing with what you just said, like if we was to take heed to what Officer John Wise just said, think about how many wars would stop in the city of Philadelphia or worldwide. You understand, like like literally, I love rap music. I like all the gangster, all the foul stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it gets to a point like, and I'm listening to it, and it's like, okay, I like this song, but I know that they're talking about somebody that they didn't kill. You know what I mean? That they murdered. They're talking about dead people. Most of the songs that you hear today on in music, they talking about somebody that they didn't kill, or someone that they affiliated killed. You know what I'm saying? And
If I could,
Yeah.
you listen to that today, it's almost like you can hear the agenda behind it.
yeah,
Like immediately hear the agenda.
for sure.
Kill each other. That's all it is.
For sure, like it gets so real because like when you look at how I'll just put it up there on the margin, the water. Like when you hear these brothers making these songs, just understand that they talking about what they seeing and what they going through. They talking about their lifestyle. But remember that all of that is really the white man's agenda. You dig what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with listening to the music, but in here, you're not into it. Like, they're into it. Like, it's crazy. I was talking to my young boy, and I was like, I'm making jokes. I'm like, dang, dog. I'm like, are you out here, you listen to his rap? Like, you know, no R&B or nothing like that? He's like, R&B? Who the hell? Like, listen to R&B? And I'm sitting there like, yo, so I said, so you don't listen to R&B at all? And he's like, no. So I'm like, yo, that's why you can't keep a relationship, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be able to, come on, Award, you know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You ain't listening to R&B. You know what I'm saying? R&B is like love music. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a woman. I'm like, so you don't listen to R&B with your woman or nothing like that? Listen to R&B? So I'm like, dang, like, the whole time I'm thinking like, yo, they're taking away from this rap music. Like they feel as though that, okay, murder, kill. Listen to some nigga sounding so sad on a song about his dead homie, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like that is not life. And they live by that. Why do you think a lot of these young guys is out here, like they move the way they do because of the environment that was created by the white man, the music that's being put out and publicized because the white man empowers it. You know what I'm saying? The guns that they getting, a lot of them guns be from white people. You know what I'm saying? That is like specifically working secret operations, giving the guns to the black people. Like they said in Chicago. Like that wasn't no fairy tale. I got people in Chicago that say, yo, they really be doing that. They drop off guns, drugs, and just let us kill one another. That's how the white man is fighting this war right now. So don't just be lost into police brutality. Nah, this is deeper. Who you think supplying the drugs? Oh, you think that it's all white people too? With that? No, they be doing Arabs. Don't think it's the Mexicans is the plugs. But who you think is making sure that the Mexicans can have all that? It's the Chinese. How do you think all that gas be in the hood and the dope and all of that? And the coke? That be the Chinese. Y'all don't believe me? I guess I ain't never been in the movie. I don't know. You got it.
I could. I seen a video years ago where, you know, they had crates of guns dropped in Chicago. Crates, like whole big ass crates of guns just at nighttime too. It was crazy. And people was running to them, grabbing them, running off with them.
Yeah, it's crazy. Think about it. Young you. Come on, Will. We would have seen that.
That ain't real.
Lucky. God damn. Lucky in the thing. Yeah, you're right. Lucky in the thing. Look, y'all about to beat me up. Y'all like, hey, I'm sorry, it's Lucky. The thing, you know, back in the day, we would have found something like that. We like quick come up. So think about like our mind, we was in the world. We thinking like in the world. They know, oh, these guys, they ain't keeping God's laws. That's why in the prayers it said that. You know what I'm saying? They confederate against us. They sit behind and have councils. That whole Illuminati stuff is real. White people would sit behind closed doors, suits on and all of that. So what you think? You think we should drop some guns off over there in Chicago, Englewood, and all of that? You know what we doing next? Hey, you got that? You still running that real estate with scam with Temple University, buying up the rest of North Philly? I drop them niggers off in the streets. That's how they think about you. So you gotta know that when you're dealing with your people, that gives you real understanding, more wisdom, and also it shows you how much of a leader you truly are and embracing it. You have to.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and set up these prayers. We gotta get ready for camp. All right, with that, I'm then up here. Want to get another brother up here? No, it's what. All right, go ahead and hit that horn. Come. Turn the red to up. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat Thug.
Yahweh Shem Shabbat La Yasharala.
Which means to Israel. Sign Christ.
I gotta stop.
You was getting it, man. You was getting it. Yeah, no sweat. All right, go ahead and help the brother with the scroll. All right.
The lock in that thing.
All right, the brother's going to bring the scroll around to salute the Torah. Men of Israel, line up to salute the Torah. You're going to go ahead and start over there with the card.
Yahweh Bashem Yahweh.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua yeah. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua yeah.
How Hashem Yahushua Yah.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat Yah. All right, come back up. And remember, when y'all salute this Torah, man, y'all remember the oath y'all took. You understand? As troopers coming up, y'all took an oath. You understand? To do this, to be the salt of the earth. You understand? That's what y'all took that oath. All right. So with that, I'm asking everybody, we'll come walk with them, which means turn and face the east. We're gonna send out these prayers. All right. First in the Hebrew and then in the English. Come around. Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanaw. Shabashamayim. Kadash. Hayah. Shamka. Yahweh. Malakutka. Taba'ah. Hatzayka. Hayah. Aisha. Baharatiza. Kavod. Hayah. Bashamayim. Ladonanaw. Lakam. Yawum. Wasalaknaw. Kabawatnaw. Kasalaknaw. Kabawatinaw. Walaa. Tabi'aynaw. Wanasayawun. Abo. Hawashaynaw. Mayon. Rai. Kaya. Lakha. Amalakwa. Waha'ala. Watpara. Larulamyam. Amon.
Lord, pray in English. Our Father,
Our
Father, in heaven,
hallowed
be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done
on earth,
in earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
Forgive us our debts.
Forgive us our debts
As we forgive our debtors.
as we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not
And lead us not
into temptation.
into temptation,
But deliver us.
but deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
Thine is the kingdom.
Thine is the kingdom,
the power.
and the power,
the glory.
and the glory, forever.
So be it.
So be it. The prayer for the Hakak, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Hashem Yahushai.
Hashem Yahushai.
Abakashah. Dalanaw. Hakak. Hakak. Rapah. Kamakala. Kamarwa. Hakak. Lataho. Amatazaraim. Hakak. Lahaku. Amati. Hakak. Rakwa. Latamala. The Barshun. Hashem Yahushai. And this is another thing, like you brothers, y'all want to start studying this Hebrew. You understand? Because it's not supposed to be me reading it, right? The younger men's supposed to read it. So study that Hebrew. Get in that Friday class.
Come on. The prayer for the power in English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
The name Yahushua.
The name Yahushua.
Thank you. Salaki, my fault. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
The name Yahushua.
The name Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
Power to heal.
Power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of disease.
All manner of disease.
Power to cleanse the lepers.
Power to cleanse the lepers.
Power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
Power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
Cast them out.
Cast them out.
The name Yahushua.
The name Yahushua. Thank you. So be it. The prayer to bless Israel. Yahweh. Hashem Yahushai. Barakanaw. Wayashrala. Wahabaya. Sapari. Barak. Hashem Yahushai.
This is the prayer to bless Israel in English. Yahweh in the name Yahushua.
Yahweh in the name Yahushai.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
The school.
And the school.
In the name Yahushua.
In the name Yahushai. Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. The prayer for the blessings in Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh. Wa Yahushai. Wa Ma'akala. Wa Lahayim. Atazabaya. Alawap Yohanna. Alawapium. Asranyum. Akwataziyanyum. Akayanyum. Wahakwatium. Yahweh. Hashem Yahushai. Waraman.
It's a prayer for the blessings in English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahushua.
And Yahushai. Michael.
The angels.
The angels.
Commander General Yohanna.
Commander General Yohanna.
The
The generals.
captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers. The children.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
And Yahushua.
In the name Yahushai. Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. I.S.U.P.K. Aganya. Ahahorium. Mayan. Yabah. Azori. Ma'ayin. Yahweh. Aisha. Shamayum. Waratiza. Alitan. Lamawat. Galka. Alyanawum. Shamarka. Ana. La'a. Yanawum. Wala'a. Yayashun. Shalom, Yisrael, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Aliyah, Yamyuka, Yawamum, Hashemash, La, Yakaika, Bayrak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashmorka, Makalrai, Yashmor, Aftapashka, Yahweh, Yashmor, Tazatka, Wabuaka, Maita, Wai, Awalam.
All right, this is Psalms 121 in English. I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
Where cometh my help?
From whence comes my help?
My help coming from the Lord.
My help comes from the Lord.
Made heaven and earth.
Made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold, he that keepeth Israel
He that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall not slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right
The
hand.
sun shall not smite thee thy day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
Nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
And thy coming in.
and thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time forth.
And forevermore.
And even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim. Al Tamiyalaka. Al Takarash. Wa Al Tashquat. Al Kayahana. Al Yabika. Yahaman. Yawan. Ra'ash. Ya'amuka. Yawayama. Sawada. Ayatha. Ya'aitazawu. Al Tazapawanika. Namara. Lakawa. Manakakidan, Magalia, Wala, Yaziko, Sham Yashrala, Iwada, Kaya, Now Itazawu, Laba, Yakadwa, Aliyaka, Baria, Yakaratwa, Aliyah, Adawon, Wayashamai, Aliyam, Mawaba, Wagori, Gabal, I'm a one, I'm a lot, Halashat, I'm Yishabi, Tazawu, Gamashawu, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Dolawai, Nabanyalawat, Salah, Aisha, Laham, Kamajin, Kasiyah, Sarah, Hayabian, Banako, Koyashwan, Nashamadwa, Bayam, Dara, Ayawa, Daman, Ladatman, Shaitamwa, Nada, Yamawa, Kaira, Kazabak, Katzamanai, Al-Nasikamwa, Ashol, Amorba, Nairashah, Lanawa, Nagwa, Al-Hayum, Shaitamwa, Kagawula, Kakwash, Puniraka, Kaash, Ira, Kalaba, Talahat, Ariyum, Khan, Bardakma, Masairika, Walasa, Tabatka, Tabahalum, Malaa, Anyahum, Kalawun, Wabakwashwa, Shamka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wabahawa, Ayai, Waikaporwa, Wayabadwa, Waidaiwa, Wayata, Shamka, Yahawa, Vodka, Aliwun, Al-Karatazah.
Psalms, the 83rd chapter in English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
Be not still, O Yahweh.
Be not still, O Yahweh.
For lo, thy enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
They that hate thee,
They that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
Have taken crafty counsel against thy
Take
people.
counsel against thy people.
Against thy people.
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
Come,
let us cut them off.
let us cut them off
From being a nation.
from being a nation.
In the name of Israel.
In the name of Israel.
No more remembrance.
Maybe no more remembrance.
But they have consulted against Salakia. They have consulted together.
But they have consulted together
With one consent.
with one consent.
They have confederate against thee.
They have confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
Tabernacles of Edom.
The Ishmaelites.
The Ishmaelites.
Moab.
Moab.
Nagarene.
Gabal.
And
Ammon. Amalek.
Philistines.
Philistines.
The inhabitants of Tyre.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Israel is also joined with them.
So it's also joined with them.
And hope in the children of Lot.
Hope of the children of Lot.
Salah. Going to them.
Going to them.
As to the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kishon.
At the brook of Kishon.
Perished at Endor.
Perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
It became as dung for the earth.
Made their nobles like a red.
Make their nobles like a red.
And like Zier.
And like Zier.
Yea.
Yea.
All their princes.
All their princes.
As a Ba.
As a Ba.
As
As
Amunah.
Amunah.
Who said,
Who said,
let us take to ourselves.
let us take to ourselves
The houses of Yahweh.
the house of Yahweh
Possession.
in possession.
My power.
Oh, my power.
Make them like a will.
Make them like a will.
They stumble before the wind.
As stumble before the wind.
Like a fire burning for wood.
As a fire burning for wood.
And the flame set of the mountains on fire.
And as the flames set the mountains on
So
fire.
persecute them.
So persecute them
With thy tempest.
with thy tempest.
Make them afraid.
Make them afraid
With thy storm.
with thy soul.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their face with shame.
They may seek thy name.
They may seek thy name.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
In trouble.
Trouble.
Forever.
Forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
And they may know.
That they may know
That
that
thou.
thou, name alone,
Is Yahweh.
is Yahweh.
Art the most high.
The Most High.
Of all the earth.
of all the earth. All right. With that, Sar, which means the turn, sisters Ishabi, which means be seated. Man Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute. Man Israel, Ahmad Shabbat, Ahmad, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barak, David Tar, turn face sisters, your Madhu, your Ahmad Shabbat is going to be with your feet at a 45-degree angle, your right hand cast over your left, your head bottom covered. When we salute, you'll salute back. Man Israel, Ahmad Shabbat, Ahmad, Barak, Yahweh Shema, Tabah Shem Yahushua. Oh, sorry, Salakia, Salakia. Sorry, Judgment Todd. Class dismissed. Salakia. Yeah, as General Haas would always say, y'all brothers should go read those, like it says in Psalms 83.
Yeah, I mean, that's the main one that I get tripped up on.
Should I take pictures of it?
This one? Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I was about to ask. When I first got this, do it sound better when you